All right, well, that looks positive.
Okay.
That's it out live?
Yep.
All right, cool.
So no Instagram today.
Nah, you know I'll never charge my phone no more. You gonna buy me a new camera, sugar mama?
Mm-hmm. Give you what you need, baby. Give you what you need.
All right, throwing in the intro. All right, welcome to Uncle Legend's Corner. I'll be your host, Uncle Legend. And with me, as always, is my beautiful co-host, Call Girl 6, better known as Fox.
Hey, y'all.
What's happening, baby?
Everything.
We've been slacking.
We've been slacking. You know, we got life. Stuff happens.
Shit get real sometime.
Get really real.
But we out here. Keeping it 55th Street.
So good to see you guys again. We had some happenings going on this past weekend.
Antoine Fisher, still here, still strong.
Yeah.
Yo, check your Facebook to see if anything coming up in the chat, because you know mine ain't doing nothing.
We had, what's the event of Sunday?
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
First of all, before we even get into any of that,
Mm-hmm.
Fox just made us watch a throwback.
Oh, my God.
Like hardcore throwback. What was the name of that one again?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid with, what's his name, Jim Varney?
Yes, Jim Varney.
Yeah, Jim Varney. Jim Varney played, if you ever seen Ernest Scared Stupid, you probably about our age, somewhere in that range, because, yeah, looking back at that movie is the way I look at a whole lot of movies and just say that shit was terrible.
But you know, back then it was just like the graphics, right?
The
We thought it was
graphics.
dope for art.
It's kind of like when you look at something like Breaking, like when you look at like Breaking or Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you look at that back then, you like, oh, look at Turbo Ozone dancing up the wall and this and that. You look at that shit now, you like, that was horrible.
Or even like stuff like the Never Ending Story. Like, look at the creatures.
So horrible. Like I was looking at these trolls on Ernest Scared Stupid, just looking at these trolls like, y'all did not put a whole lot of effort into that, right? Y'all did not put a whole lot of effort into that at all. But then again, for that time, that was plenty of effort.
Yeah.
Turn it off. It's good. I got mine up.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so we watched that one and just thinking about it, it's like wild to look and think of like, I don't know, I think like it's still like a wholesome, good movie though. Like Ernest was like we got to give him it's too late to give him his flowers, but
yeah, he gone.
He gone. He died in 2000 at shush dog. Hey, pardon me if y'all hear any interruptions. We got puppies, and the puppies have learned how to wrestle each other. So cheers to a good podcast. We forgot our cheers. We
Cheers,
all off
baby.
balance. We gotta get together today.
I know.
But yeah, looking at Ernest and thinking that dude was in there playing like 19 characters. Like he was doing what Eddie Murphy was doing in Nutty Professor a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't even remember when that movie came out, but I know it was deep in the 90s, early 90s.
In the 80s.
Or late 80s, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the 80s. He first came on the scene in 1980.
Yo, when they brought the camera out, they had the old camera out when they used to sit the family there with the big ass dresses and shit like that, hit you with the
little accordion in the middle.
Yeah. And then, you know, big ass blast. So that was it was just like a throwback movie because it was just wholesome. It was a movie where it was like, ain't nothing too good, too bad about it. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know me, I love nostalgia, so I like
it was a lot of nostalgia with that one. They take you back to being a kid again, and you're like, damn, well, this is what we doing, huh?
That's what I was watching.
I don't know. It was wild. But you were saying about the Super Bowl. So we watched the Super Bowl, fucking around and missed most of the first half. But yeah, your boy had money on the Rams. and Odell Beckham Jr. went out in the first half. Got a little nervous. And then they come out in the second half, missed the biggest pass interference call in Super Bowl history, damn near. Old boy grabbed Jalen Ramsey face mask, tossed him to the side like a child, and then scooted to the end zone two-stepping.
Sit down somewhere.
Yeah, so that was rough. And so then it was just looking bad. It was looking bad. And everybody who was Cincinnati fans, Bengals fans, it's only like 7 of them. It's like my boy Chris and like 6 other people, and then everybody who just think they got fire-ass jerseys.
Like you.
Yeah, they got fire jerseys. I mean, the little stripe things, the little Bengal thing, fire jerseys. But yeah, they've been trash for a long time. Long time. What you think about the Super Bowl
they've
show?
been trash, but they made it to the Super Bowl though.
I mean, yeah, the sunshine on the dog ass every once in a while, like my uncle used to say. But
they little time to do that. So
Excuse
the
me.
halftime show, I was in and out of the halftime show actually. So. But to see everybody there, I mean, I don't know. I guess the lineup was okay. Not really. I would want to see somebody else. So, I'm not a big Mary J. Blige
I knew you was
fan
about to get
anyway.
on Mary ass, man. You what is it with you? You just hate Mary J. Blige.
No, I think that she's a decent entertainer. She just can't sing. Like, she has good music. So her producers and her little writers herself.
It sounds a lot like hateration.
No. Oh, my God. Here we go.
I'm just saying. I'm just quoting some Mary J. Blige for that ass right now.
Whatever. No,
That's what it sounds like.
She's just not a singer to me, like, at all.
I mean, you talking about like just a belt? Would you expect her to be Whitney?
I
Like,
don't
you only
expect
get
for her to
Whitney
be
once
Whitney. I understand
decade or
that.
two.
I understand that, but I just think that, I don't know, like for where she has gotten, like that's her own stuff and that's great for her. But I don't know. I wouldn't.
Mary been making music for sad ass women for a couple decades now. And when she fell out at the end, I ain't know if that was part of the show or not. Mary about 50. And she's still thick as cold grits.
Yeah, she was like super thick. I was like,
yeah, she came through. Boy, it was up to like,
is this right?
me and B Rabbit was going back. She like, man, she thicker than the mug. I'm like, man, she thicker than the racial divide in America. like Mary was out there still looking hella thick. And she got to do the leg drag.
Oh, yeah.
I think that the most notable like dance moves that I could think of all the time, probably because they got memes so much, is her with her little stomp and Lil Kim when they.
Let me tell you, all of like the P Diddy crew ish thing, like they
got
had
some little
this,
crazy stuff. Biggie ain't had that.
Total and all of them. It's just
Sean, what up,
they
brother?
was with P Diddy because they had this little signature move, like, and it come from him probably.
Yo, could we keep it a buck and just bring it up that P Diddy's a gangster?
Hey y'all.
Like I ain't saying he a goon or he a tough guy, a thug, and I'm like, I mean like he a gangster, like. Cause like when you look at like them old mafia gangster type dudes, they'll get you like they might not be able to fight or do nothing, but they'll get somebody to go wax your ass.
I got somebody for that.
Yeah, be up to like, oh, you a tough guy, huh? Don't worry, just got it. Oh, boys, appreciate you, Sully. You know what I'm saying? Showing some love.
What's
but
up?
So P Diddy, he's a wild gangster. But other thing, the Super Bowl that's pretty dope. Well, first we'll get through the rest of the show. It's wild when I posted a meme, I think, or somebody else posted it, I forgot. But when people was talking shit about 50, like it was mad, crazy, wild shit about 50, talking about 50 done got fat, 50 done got fat, and they got some like dude that's like 400 pounds on the couch eating Cheetos, like me looking at 50 talking about some, damn, he done got fat, sitting there like, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker swole up like a tick, you know what I mean, talking about. The crazy thing
exaggerates so much.
I don't know. You got to think about it. 50 got to be what? 40 something?
Gotta
50?
be 50.
Yeah, be about 50. Yeah, 50. Damn it. He about got to be around 50. Hey, you want to say that, man? I hope I look that good at 50. Like 50 doing all right, man. You can tell he a little swole off the liquor or something like that, but that's why I'm back off.
You live that good life. You get a little chunky. You get a little happy.
He looking good. He ain't got to do all that wild shit.
Dr. Dre too. You seen him?
Dr. Dre.
He was a lot of happy.
Yeah, Dr. Dre living a good life.
Good life. He was
living that good. He living that billionaire good life.
That's it.
He living them. I don't even wear Beats headphones, but I'm glad y'all do life.
Right, right. He in that happy weight. That's what that is.
Yeah, he came in there. He did his thing. A lot of people was mad, fussing about Eminem taking a knee.
I mean,
this is the shit that get me crazy. Me and B Rabbit was talking about it. Eminem, how cats is like really going hard now, talking about some. Oh, y'all talking about Eminem? I ain't never like Eminem. It's like, yo, it ain't a whole bunch of hood dudes who like rap who gonna really say like they ain't like the Marshall Mathers LP. Like everybody damn near listen to the Marshall Mathers LP. Yeah. So you can say what you want, and they like, well, yeah, because he said the N-word, and when he said the N-word, and we was talking about this about how it's like nuance behind it, right? Like, because it goes to like the Joe Rogan thing when they was playing they was playing Joe Rogan's greatest hits of saying the N-word, right?
Oh wow.
And so, but the wild thing about it is nuance to it, right? Like I'm not saying it's acceptable ever, but what I am gonna say is that Chris, what up, man? I ain't gonna say that it's acceptable, but I'm just saying it's a big difference between like somebody like singing along with a rap song and saying the N-word, or just letting that shit fly like, I absolutely hate you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a huge difference. It's nuance. Is it acceptable? No. Should he have known better? Sure. You know what I mean? And I ain't even look at the whole context a lot of times he said it, because this mixtape of him saying the N-word been out. But going back to, they said with Eminem said it when he was 15 years old after his black girlfriend broke up with him. He's a 15-year-old kid. You just going to say whatever to hurt. You know what I mean? When you a kid, especially, you got to think 15-year-olds then wasn't emotionally as mature as we are as now, because these kids are like so emotionally mature as far as like knowing they stuff and clinically diagnosing themselves on WebMD with every damn mental illness there is and everything else, right? And we wasn't just like that. So it's like M was probably out there. He was probably out there just like anybody else saying some wild shit. And I think like it's one of them things that's to quote it back is like, we still live in an era where we would not have let Malcolm Little become Malcolm X. Because the fact is that we so quick to cancel people. It's like, oh, well, he did this and that. Da, da, da. You know how many people wouldn't make it in today's society? Yeah. Like Malcolm X, out of here. Yeah. Martin Luther King, out of here. Cracking wild cheeks. He out of here.
They already out of here.
He out of here. Yo, if you really want to keep it a buck, don't bring up Jesus' old tweets. Because, boy, I was listening to a podcast and they was talking about some stuff in the Bible, and then I was just remembering, it was like, a woman should, in fact, it's best that a woman don't even speak. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff like that, okay, inspired by God, okay, inspired.
Hey,
okay, but
you know why?
The man changed it up, twisted, remixed it, like,
that's because the man was over there.
Let him get too far.
Nah, that's because the man was over there praying. Man was over there praying, minding his business, and that woman over there nagging, and he was like, Lord.
Anyway, let me just write this down. So
Lord, she keep bumping her gums.
We not doing that.
I'm trying to keep this switch off her ass, but she keep bumping her gums. Dear Lord, like we came out, remixed it through King James version there. But it's wild. Like if you go back to any document, any doctrine, pretty much anything, it ain't too many things that withstand the test of time. I mean, like it's really not too many things. You look at a whole lot of religious books, like you can read into a whole lot of stuff and be like, well, you don't understand inside the context. It's like
a lot of things in a lot of context. So.
Yeah, I hear you, but shit different now.
Yeah. We in a different time period.
So they was mad about him taking a knee, and
but the thing is that they told him don't do it the first time. You know they're supposed to do it the first go around for the Super Bowl, right? And so they told him don't do it then. Okay, fine. And then now this time come around, now they actually having the Super Bowl. And this is what's going on. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Fuck y'all.
Then what you gonna do? You gonna cancel M?
Yeah,
M music ain't banging no more anyway. But like it's like M ain't. I can't even think of the last album Eminem dropped. But what I'm saying is like people not gonna sit here and get on it. If you a hip hop fan and you like lyricism, it's like think what Eminem was doing, even in black culture. Like Eminem was rapping about stuff that we don't talk about in the black community. We ain't talking about no. We might talk about. Like we hope something bad happened to our baby mama, but we ain't talking about like actually killing her and dragging her or something like that. That wasn't like acceptable to talk about. And then like all that shit about his mom and killing his mom and something like that. It's like I remember listening to that. My grandmother was looking like, get some ideas if you want to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get Slim Shady over here if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this cast iron pan to your ass.
Like, gonna let him get you murked.
Yeah, you gonna let him mess around and get you this late term abortion. Like, Nana, I'm 9. Get him out of here. So they was mad about him taking the knee or whatever. Then this dude Rob that I know, he was on social media, he was on Instagram, Facebook. He's like, everybody mad about Eminem taking the knee. But he's like, what do you expect a man to do when he's like 50 years old and his knees weak and arms are heavy?
Oh, my God.
It was vomit on the sweater already.
You know what Last night, mom spaghetti.
You know what I'm saying? He's nervous, but on the surface, you know what I'm saying? So that tickled me a bit. But I think overall, I think the Super Bowl game was a pretty decent game. Because a lot of times Super Bowl games be trash. And the commercials, what do you think of the commercials?
Oh, I like the commercials. First of all, I like Jim Carrey. The cable
guy
with
one?
Verizon.
Yeah.
They should have been did that. Like, whoever thought about that?
Yeah.
Like,
Whoever
where
thought about
were
that,
you?
they got in their bag for that.
Where? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
they got in
where
their bag
were
for
you?
that.
Why you didn't do? Why you
You
didn't
know
do
what?
that when Cable Guy came out or something?
That-
But I was thinking that, well, he was a way bigger celebrity than what he is now since they blacklisted him, right?
Like, listen,
So-
from out here telling the truth, exposing
from him,
Hollywood.
exactly. And so
But that's what happened when you expose them.
yeah, they blacklist you, and now so his coin's probably running a little low, or he just probably needs something to
I
do.
don't know. Jim Carrey don't seem like when I think about all the flashy like actors, I would think like a Leonardo DiCaprio, somebody would go broke before him. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe he's just bored and needs something to do and just get me back on screen.
Yeah, fair
You know?
enough. And that was something that like didn't hurt his integrity. This was a
Yeah.
role that he did before he don't feel
Right.
like Hollywood kind of giving him the pipe or whatever. So he probably feel okay with it. Maybe I don't know, but
Yeah, they
I
should
enjoyed that commercial, especially when he walked out with his fingers in his ears like, la la la, I'm coming back
Yeah.
tomorrow to check on it. Like,
Yeah.
no, we don't want your crazy ass coming back here, cuz what is you doing?
Yeah, I liked that. That was really good for me. See the commercials.
The LeBron one was when he's talking about Bitcoin and stuff like that. I'm gonna be real honest. I have an overall view of how Bitcoin works, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if I'm gonna ever be smart about Bitcoin.
What do you mean be smart about it?
Like, I understand like it's blockchain technology, but then when I was talking to somebody, and if somebody in the chat probably could break it down in layman's terms, because I've done absolutely zero research. Everything I know about Bitcoin is hearsay. So, but they were saying like Bitcoin, there's a people can mine Bitcoin, but they said Bitcoin is a finite amount. So when you say something's a finite amount, it's like I have 100 of something, and it will never be any more. You could chop these up and do whatever or something like that and take it in smaller pieces, but you can't really water it down, inflate it, this and that. But then you can mine for more Bitcoin. And they're like, yeah, well, it's a computer equation, and basically it's not mining. Because when I think of mining, I think of Chilean miners and coal miners.
Digging for gold.
Yeah, digging for gold. Like, if you tell me
Aluminum,
coal mining,
silver.
yeah, you tell me coal mining, I see the picture in my head. You tell me gold mining, I see the picture in my head in San Francisco. They out there panning in the river, doing all of this stuff. You tell me mining for Bitcoin, there's not a picture that pops up in my head. I just see like the back of the Matrix, the Matrix
I'm a
screens.
visual learner. I need to know it's monopoly money, waste.
Yes, but the thing, I don't
Some
know.
people swear by it though, and
They said this is crazy. There was this dude who paid like I forgot about how many Bitcoin. It was like 10, 20, 30 Bitcoin or something to get a pizza back in the day. And now whatever amount of Bitcoin he paid is now worth like 400 or something million. Like, boy, I'd be kicking myself to my damn joints get out.
I don't understand how does that translate to actual money.
I don't know
Somebody
about
just
it.
have to
And
explain that to me.
I don't know about it,
'Cause I
but
don't get
that
it.
cat, the cat Coogee or whatever, he knows a lot. He said he know a lot about Bitcoin. It ain't something I could test his knowledge on because I don't or whatever. But that's when I was talking about getting him on the pod. We need to get him on the pod, and then maybe we could talk about it to some other people.
Yeah,
But basically, they were saying that, like, you got an amount of Bitcoin, and then basically, so it was easy to get at first, right? Like, easy to get, like, you mining it, but computers running these equations to figure it out. And now you got to have like these ridiculous supercomputers that can like run the matrix just to get little tiny amounts, right? So basically you just slow down the rate of inflation because you can't. It's basically like the way they explain it to me, and this might be completely wrong because like I said, everything I know about Bitcoin is hearsay. But the way they explain it is almost like I have money and I can print more money, but it's such a freaking hassle right now to print more money that it's going to take me like a year to print $1. So technically I just slowed down the rate of inflation so that money isn't like, you know what I mean, how now a dollar don't do what it do before.
So you lost me at, so I had money, right? I ain't hear nothing else after that. It was like.
It's Charlie Brown.
It was just like that. It was like.
You're all right, though. I mean, it is what it is. It's wild out here.
That's it. So somebody gave me some Bitcoin on my birthday. From my gun club.
Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So appreciate that. So it's just gonna sit there because I don't know what to do with it. So thank you.
Leave it there. Just leave it there. No, see what I think is dope about Bitcoin though is like if I could get with the Bitcoin thing is like you could take like this little thumb drive and some access codes and all this other stuff, and I can move like for money laundering. Bitcoin is it. Like it's slow to do a transfer. They say it take like 30 minutes to do a transfer, but as far as like I can take $100 million worth of Bitcoin. Cuddy, what's good, brother? I could take like $100 million worth of Bitcoin in a thumb drive, and I could fly wherever I want with that. As long as I got a computer, internet, and all that stuff, I could do whatever. You know, if you show up with $10,000 at the airport, your ass ain't getting through there. Like,
I just don't know how it works. So somebody really is gonna have to explain.
No, I mean we
There's
probably
people
need
that we talk to, whatever.
a lot of people be saying they
and
know
they
about
are
it.
like, well, it's easy. Oh, let me tell you, but you ain't saying nothing though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like asking for
People
how did you get started with your business?
Yeah, people
like,
just talk around
oh,
it.
it's a lot of hard work. It's just a come on now, give me details.
Yeah, that's why, because I haven't really asked anybody that I think actually knows about it. I haven't asked them deep questions to like teach me that stuff or to like learn. Nor have I dug into the research, which I just haven't been interested enough. But whenever people talk about it, and the people who are like, oh, it's so easy, it's just like this and that and da da da, and they start making some dumbass analogies and start saying a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's like peanut butter and jelly and this and that and da 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 blah blah blah. And you just put your whole life savings in it, everything will be okay. Like,
I don't get you, bro.
and then you see them up to like, bro, that's an '86 Camry. She really balling out of control over there, brother.
Hey, you talking a lot like that?
Yeah, you talking. It's big money. You know how much
money
money I made in Bitcoin? I made $20 billion in Bitcoin. It's like, and you still choose to stay with your mama?
Right.
You ain't even gonna break her off. No. How about you give her a Bitcoin for her trouble?
In the small guest room.
Yeah, in the smallest room ever. Like you sitting in there in a kennel, looking like one of the damn puppies or something like that. Talking about, I got $20 billion in Bitcoin. Give me $20 million in regular ass American dollars. Like
American dollars.
American, bro. Like, give me my American. So what you got on the docket,
give me
baby?
my American. Oh, Sydney Carter.
Sydney Carter. She Texas A&M coach, right?
Yeah. I think so. You
well, she was. Let me look it up. I know she was Texas A&M coach.
She used to play WNBA and also overseas as well. So
let me tell you something.
The thing is that she's fabulous. She's fabulous, and people always seem to lose their minds when she come out and do what she do as a coach. So my thing is, she dressed fashionably. Okay, she dresses up for all of her games. And I don't see any difference from when the male coaches go out and they dress up with they nice little suits and they gaiters and whatever else they have on, whatever kind of nice shoes y'all wear. I don't even know. But why nobody Oxfords? Right. Nobody is saying anything about that though. So what is so compelling and just so distracting about her? She's beautiful.
That's what's distracting.
She's beautiful, yes, but that doesn't take away from her skill set as a coach and her experience as a ball player.
Are people saying that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know that. All I know is she had a legit career.
Yeah.
I know she can hoop. I know she can coach, and she fine as frog hair.
Frog hair.
Like, we up from giraffe hair. But I mean, but she be doing her thing like she look good. But you got to also understand the way. Like, this is the crazy thing about, like, it's just out of the norm is black culture. Like a lot of the black coaches you see that are men, they have conformed to what is considered to be the norm, right? Like 3-piece suit or 2-piece suit, slacks and a button up. You know what I mean? They conform to the norm. She coming out there. She not coming out in that corny, and she not coming out there in a corny ass like skirt or like a half ass power suit or something like that. Like, she coming out there like, I'm unapologetic myself and I'm fine. Like, and accept all of this. Yes, I do got ass, and pay attention to my coaching and stop looking right here if you can. Like,
she tried to cover it up with her booty braids. She got braids always.
Let me tell you something. Booty braids ain't nothing but arrows. Like
look here.
Look here. It's like when girls tie a sweater around their ass and be walking around, you be like, I wonder.
I see, you're so stupid. No, you be like that.
I wonder.
He is retarded.
But yeah, so I don't know. People saying she illegitimate as a coach. I'm gonna be real honest. I ain't even gonna cap. I don't know a whole lot about what people saying about her as a coach. I just know I saw a picture of her and was like, damn. And then, but I don't know. I can't illegitimate. I don't know why. So I'm gonna say this. This is the hard thing about it. Like, women get objectified, and that's just fucking life. Like, unfortunately, like, I ain't saying it's right, but it's just like, people die, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like women get objectified and the men don't get objectified. Who getting you're not getting wild objectified in a suit. Now, when we wear gray sweatpants.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you now, okay? You already know how I feel about men in a suit, okay? They get wild objectified straight up. For me, that's what I do.
Yeah. But I'm just saying also women are usually pretty, women are like 0 to 100. But they skip everything in between 0 to 100. It's like, I'm a lady, I'm this and that, da 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 da. I'm ripping your clothes off at a male review, savage, don't tell my man, like over here. Like women is just in these two crazy like opposites or something like yeah, it's exactly like it's some shit like that. But for men it's like it's levels to the shit, right? Ian came through and he said when a woman has an ass, that's exactly how people act like an ass.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they can't control themselves. Let them know. Hey.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is now are people not control? Like that's a whole different statement. Now we talking about people not controlling themselves. Is she being assaulted or something like that? It's like people like doing.
Wow, I doubt that they're assaulting.
Okay, well I'm saying like that's people not being able to control themselves. Like people just saying you this and that on Twitter or on social media. It's like. That's gonna happen, man. That happened to dudes too. Like, you know what I mean? The really like super handsome dudes like Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan types that people really like. Yeah, look at you. Thottimus Prime. But but yeah, like it happens to them. So it's like people you're gonna get objectified, and then depending on what you do, you're gonna get like you can't take a person, how attractive a person is, out of the equation. Like we just don't live in a time like that. I mean,
I like the way she is. I mean, I think it's new because like you do look at the coaches of these girl basketball teams.
They look like librarians.
And not some of them. Some of them look like librarians, and others they just like they don't have any like sex appeal about them.
Yeah, or how many sexy librarians you know?
There's some.
You know some sexy librarians?
I've seen some before.
I ain't talking about Instagram librarian who up here like I just got a BBL over here and over here in the fiction section. Like fuck out of here.
No, but I do feel as though with her being this type of distraction, it's good because it's having people put their eyes on the game now. You know, they're gonna watch. They're gonna sit and watch that for a little bit.
I don't know about all that.
Yep. It's gonna put their eyes on the game. They want to see her.
Yo, I think you wild underestimating the ability of a man to go through a whole bunch of bullshit to get to what he wants.
I'm not just talking about a man. I'm talking about women.
Women gonna okay. Looks like you think it's inspiring.
She's getting. Yes, I do. I think that other women will then come about too, and coaches,
and then feel
comfortable being.
I get what you're saying because it's like if you're a pretty woman and you like style and shit like that, you just been looking at all of these like
dumbing it down because that's what you see in the past. You see the women coming out there with slacks on.
So a lot of times
baby
you
doll
like
shoes.
Yeah, you up like I don't want to go out there and do that because I can't dress the way I want to dress, especially for people who big in fashion. So now they see her and they like, oh, so I could do what I love and dress the way I want to. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nah, that's legit. I didn't even think about that.
And then not only that, you having people now take notice to real
rap sis.
And so you have people taking notice too of her. So like somebody like me, right? I don't watch WNBA, but when I heard all this going on, I'm like, let me see what this is. You know, now I see her. Now I know, let me see what she win today. Let me check out one of her games, you know, to see what she's doing now. So I do think that that type of viewership can go up as well.
So how many WNBA games you watching in your life, Fox?
It's been a while. It's been like I just said. I don't watch WNBA. Well, she's a college basketball coach, I think, anyway. But I don't watch WNBA. I just said that.
Okay.
What?
I'm just saying we can watch it together.
Anyway.
You know, only part I'm watching, boy.
Hey.
So Sharp, what's going on, man? Yeah. So. I don't know. So I don't know. I think it's terrible to discredit somebody. Like I think the only time that a woman should be, but I guess it's like I think about it when women shouldn't be discredited, right? Like when like say a woman does something and she's not attractive, she should just be judged on her skill set. But I think people can't argue that like when somebody's easy on the eyes, it just benefits you. There's a pretty bias in the world, pretty or attractive or handsome, whatever you want to call it. There's a bias in the world. Like things go easier. A lot of things go easy when you look good, right? Like, I mean, like
it's sad, but it's true though.
I mean, it's sad, but it's true. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like, you sit there and let you be sitting in the bar with your pretty ass face over there with the call girl 6 voice, and you start crying. Dude's gonna, hey baby, this, that, and the third, da 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 da. Now let old girl.
Wait, is it my ugly cry or is it just like?
Nah, don't come out with the ugly cry.
Don't come out.
They ain't gonna know how pretty you are. They gonna miss out on. No, nope. Ain't muddy water, so we ain't doing that. But like say you over there crying or something like that, and you beautiful, and then you got old girl over here who's not as attractive, right? Like I'm not about to sit here. I'm gonna objectify the fuck out of women. I'm just not gonna do it right now. But she over there, she not attractive. She over there doing the cry, you know what I'm saying? She not as attractive by whoever standards that's there and whatever else. Whatever, all of that stuff, whatever politically correct makes people feel like I'm not being disrespectful because I'm not trying to, right? If you take it that way, then you listen to the wrong podcast. But If she over there crying or something like that, ain't nobody gonna care.
I think they will care.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. If it comes,
they're gonna have their attention drawn more. Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now. Take a woman who's severely overweight, who's deemed unattractive by grab 10 men who think that this woman A is unattractive, and those same 10 men think woman B is attractive. Let them both have the same situation. See how quick men move for woman B versus woman A.
Yeah.
Like but that's just the nature of the beast, right? Like certain qualities is gonna benefit you, right? Like and I think sometimes we forget that. Like how many times has a woman being beautiful benefited her? Like she's gonna like her like she could wind up getting a better deal for somewhere for just being attractive and bringing all of this. Like attraction might actually bring more attention to her sport that she loves and everything like that from being attractive. Like she didn't like, and nobody knew, but people wasn't just looking, because what people forget that most viewers that look at a lot of sports, they're not coaches and people who just love the games, right? Like they're not coaches and people who just love the game. A lot of these people are just it's just like, oh, this is just entertainment. Mm-hmm. I don't know all these people. I don't know this and that, but I know she fine and she has some buzz on this and that. So just like you were saying, let me see what this is about. Yeah. So as an organization, if I have Miss Carter on my organization, I'm doubling down to keep her. Like I'm gonna capitalize on it financially, right? Like rich people ain't get rich off of being moral. They got rich off of capitalizing on opportunities. Yeah. So if Miss Carter works for my organization, she's getting a bonus. Keep rocking what you rock. Yeah. I don't care if they start saying they're going to fine her or something like that. We'll pay the fine. Keep doing you, sis. Yeah. Like, keep doing you. Break it out, this and that. You need what? Come on over here. We about to go get another pair of red bottoms. We in. Red bottoms. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I would look at it as an organization. And if she can coach and she legit at what she do, it's a win-win for the organization. It's like we have a good coach who's also bringing a whole lot of attention to our program, so people are watching, ticket sales are going up for whatever reason. Who cares at the end of the day if you're trying to make money?
Yeah, the fact that it is.
So it's like we don't like to be objectified until it's financial. Like we don't like to be objectified, but how many times is being objectified financially beneficial? Like for women doing that, it's like if you're a movie star and you beautiful, chances are you're gonna crack a couple more roles. Like girl A on a scale of 1 to 10 is an 8 on the acting scale. And then girl B is on the scale of 1 to 10 is an 8 on the acting scale. But girl A is a 10. Girl B is built like a bell pepper. Like girl A gonna get more roles.
Yeah.
That's just what unless we just have a role for a bell pepper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a food movie or something and she just on the table like this and that.
Just stop.
But I'm just saying, like, for real, like, so we talk about this. Being attractive helps. Being in great shape helps. Like, we could sit here and talk about the body shaming and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. Just like people talk about, oh, don't talk shit about Lizzo. But then they go and talk wild shit about 50 being fat. Mm-hmm. Like, so the same people say, don't talk shit about Lizzo. Is over here trashing 50 for putting on weight. While they're also probably morbidly obese eating Cheetos at home. Like, yeah. But you know what I mean? So I mean, in the end of the day, I think we got to keep things in perspective that sex sells. It's been something that Howard Stern even said. So many people have said sex sells.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, so it's like, I mean, like, when we going to get over the stigma that sex sells, just like sex workers, just like the sexual things you do is like you put two singers together. Being pretty helps. No. You know what I mean? Being handsome as a man helps.
I like what Daniel said on here. He said a woman is a foundation of the USA. They have built it regardless whether it's standing by the man or leading a group into success. Listen, let me tell you how hard it was for me to read without my glasses with white words on black screen. It's
I forget that to jack your eyes up.
Yeah. But anyway, I got it.
So, I'm gonna be honest, I don't.
I like what he said because, and I think that is true. You know, just how like women drives what, like he was saying, the standard of beauty. Right, that's how I took what he's saying. It's not
Stay on the mic, babe.
It's not that that he's trying to say, oh, it's just everything's just built by us or the whatever.
No, I'm not taking it that way.
I do think as though I do think like when we were talking about previously in other podcasts about like how women drive so much of what society's beliefs are when it pertains to beauty and what's acceptable and what's not, and we don't even realize it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like this, man, dudes, we dress the way we do because a woman told us it was fly. Like the reason you got a whole bunch of dudes running around with tight ass jeans on, some Yeezys and a t-shirt with some writing on it, they just swear to God they got drip. That's because some woman told them it was fly. Like dudes, we build our whole ego up off of
around the woman, what a woman
it's off of what a woman tells us and what a man doesn't tell us, right? Like, so when a woman tells us, like, oh, you like your mom, she say, oh, my baby this and that, oh, my baby's the greatest, my baby's the greatest. Cool. And then dad, if he don't say I'm bad, we in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm accepting this is law. Like, you know what I mean? So we here. So I mean, I understand, I guess now that you put it that way, that women had driven the foundation, but women, like, when it comes down to things, I think women can't take away the fact that, like, I think part of the things that make a woman attractive to me is femininity, right? Like, so it's one of them things where it's like a woman being feminine. Like, I like the fact that she is dressing like a woman. She just dressing the way she want to dress, right? Like, I don't want to see you in a 3-piece suit with a blazer. Like, I ain't fly. I don't want to see you over there looking like you coach the Spurs. So like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you over there looking like that, right? Like, I want a woman to be a woman. Like, do what you do. But I think at the end of the day, we also got to understand we're going to get judged. We're going to get judged on the way we look. And people who don't think they're going to get judged on the way they look, you lying to yourself, right? I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. We're going to get judged on how we look. We should, everybody, because beautiful people don't really, they'll say that, oh, I don't want to be judged how I look, because you can say that because you're beautiful.
You're already pretty.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say that because you're beautiful. You can say that because you're in great shape or something like that. But I think you also got to understand, it's like, you got the opportunity to say that, but a lot of people don't have that leeway, right? They would love to be as beautiful as you, right? They would love to have this and that. So there's benefits to it, and let's not ignore the benefits, right? Like, how many women are on like IG and everything right now talking about, well, I just hate when, or on Twitter saying, well, I just hate when men objectify me. Well, you put 40 pictures up and you had 4 inches of clothes on 40 pictures. You're selling sex. That's all you sold. So ain't nobody buying nothing else. Ain't nobody coming for nothing else, right? So, like with Miss Carter, she's selling the fact that she's a coach, and she just happens to look good.
She's doing what she doing.
Yeah, so it's up here like, yo, she is, boom, cool. She's selling that she's a coach. She just happens to be beautiful, so cool. And it's not even just an objectifying thing, because think about how many people ain't attractive that's coaching, point blank, period, male and female. Ain't nobody just sitting there talking about.
According to whomever's standards.
According, yeah, whatever. All right, whatever. What else we talking about? The equality is killing me. What else we got? Our presentation is the first attribute people. Our presentation is first. You can't help that. Like, the first thing when people see, like, when, I think I was, I forgot who I was talking to about, but we was on, what was it? We was basically saying, like, if I meet you and you're beautiful, I'm gonna come up to you is the way more times than not, it's the man pursuing a woman, right? Like, we'll say that, like, women do pursue men. Not gonna say that women don't do that, but you've been hit on more times than you've hit on men.
Yeah.
So with that, what's going to come with it is that I'm going to go off of how you look. We're going to start with attraction, and then I'm going to build from there.
That's what all these, like, dating sites are. You go by what you see at first.
And then you talk to them and find out they're retard, and then you're like, oh. Because you don't get a chance to meet people and know, like, oh, ain't nobody never walked up to you and be like, you have a beautiful mind. You do have a beautiful mind. But ain't no way for me to know that until I, like, sat down, talked to you, went on a couple dates, and I'm like, oh, damn, Fox is dope as hell. She got a beautiful mind. They know that stuff, but it starts off with attraction. And like what Ian's saying is dead right. Like, it starts with the presentation.
Yeah. Me and my daughter was talking during our time away for a volleyball thing. And so these kids are very wise, you know, and they're dealing with a lot of different things. And so one of the subjects that I was overhearing her talk to her friend about was how women are being masculinized.
I don't think that's a word.
I don't think it's a word either, but that's what the word they used.
Okay.
Right? But I knew what they were talking about.
Okay.
So, and I was like, masculinized, okay. And then she was like, well, you know, like, they can't describe it, obviously, but I know what they were talking about. So
give the adult rundown.
The adult rundown is how women are basically, just because we have this I think because of the independence that we have, that we are supposed to, like, this toughness and everything that we have, it's kind of derived from that, where we don't have to be helped anymore. We assume that we're okay. We got it. We good. We don't need anything else. Like,
so you're saying this is women's perception? That women feel that, like, as a woman, a lot of women are feeling like, since I can do all of this stuff, I don't need help.
I'm being put aside, right? Like, I'm being put aside. Like, I'm not who I am still. I'm still a woman. You know, I'm still a woman. And I think that that's a issue that they're talking about that they're dealing with now. I'm like, why y'all dealing with that now? Anyway, y'all kids.
Like, what are they
But
doing?
anyway,
Like somebody didn't
it
hold the
makes
door
it
for you
so.
with your books? Like what you doing? Like
I don't
I
know,
don't, I don't
but
even,
it kind of now if that's it, if that is to just the extent of it, then I feel as though it's like, well, we have to get some sort of balance into what it is that we want, right? And so I think that if you're saying that, oh, I can do everything you do and I can do it better, then it's like, well, you can't expect for them to treat you a certain way that you always go back into the back of your head feeling like you want it to be treated as.
so all right, my first thoughts on this is that this is the thing about it. Like, as women move more towards being able to self-provide, there's always the world's always gonna balance itself out, right? So am I still a punk if I hit a woman back? And if you hit a woman back, you probably gonna kill her, bro. Cause bro, you ain't no soft one, bro. If you hit a woman, you going to jail forever.
Forever.
Forever, ever. They burying you under the jail. But no, I get what you're saying though. I'm a cook for a minute, but what I'm saying is like, so there's a balance in the world, right? There's a yin and yang. So as women shift that yin, men have to shift that yang. So when a lot of times when you sitting there seeing that, like, oh well, men are acting like this, and now we just playing the chicken and the egg game, right? Where it's up here like, what came first? Men being pussy or women growing dicks? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what came first? Well, it doesn't matter what came first. The point of the matter is there's always going to be balance. So as a woman, you can't say we both go to a job, we both make $100,000, and then I'm still supposed to pay for everything for you. Like, we both make $100,000. I'm still supposed to pay for everything for you. I'm still supposed to do all these things for you. And at a certain point, right, it's the same way that women made the argument about like, yo, you expect to have these gender roles, and I do all of this crazy stuff. Like I take care of the kids, I clean the house, I make sure your food ready, and this and that after I get off work, and all you do is go to work. That's not fair. Get it. 100% understand that. I get it. Right, because a lot of these dudes nowadays done shifted, and they can't go. Half of them can't change a tire, let alone when we talk about do a tune up. You know what I mean? Fix a leak in the house, do all of this stuff. But a lot of women can't cook either. They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna do barbecue, baked chicken
with yellow rice.
With yellow rice, and so, you know what I'm saying, with some yellow rice and like some spinach, or throw something green on the side of it, right? So they ain't even like they could cook.
Chicken Alfredo.
Or chicken Alfredo, and they just like, be like, you made the Alfredo sauce right out the jar, and then the chicken right out the can, and then the broccoli, broccoli, and that's all I got. Throw some cheese on it, slices, stir it up. Yeah, so, but I think it's like, as women, if you want more and you want all of this stuff for equality, you can't like, you got to understand it's the same thing. Like, if you want to tear down the patriarchy, and you saying the patriarchy don't work for you, it's a lot of things that come with the patriarchy. Like, a lot of things that come with the patriarchy is the idea of protecting women. So the more that women say they don't need protection, the less they get protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids still need protection. People are protecting kids. Like, as more as women say, like, I don't need protection, I don't need this, I don't need that, then the less you're going to be protected. Now, when you don't have protection and you get your shit rocked, don't expect to be like, where's my protection? Well, you was good. You don't want the patriarchy to go for that. We even, we equal, we this and that.
And that's a part of the thing. So I do feel as though there has to be some sort of balance. Like, it's a balance in all things, and that's what's going to make things perfect, right? What happened?
Ian said they're chicken Alfredo, a man of death.
I'm going to tell you, when I started cooking, I didn't even know how to make chicken Alfredo, okay? I didn't know how to make it, so it wasn't a thing for me.
Your boy ain't get this big off of celery.
I didn't even know. Like, I think in my marriage, when I was married before, he made chicken Alfredo. I'm like, what is that? Like, I've never even tasted it before.
It's
all Caribbean food.
Yeah, you've been out here, Jamaica.
I can make that stuff, but I'm like, chicken Alfredo. Then I taste like, what is this?
What is new flavor? Food addiction begins. Incoherent fox noises.
Yeah, but I do think balance is the key to all things. And I mean, that if we're ever going to be at a place where we can trust each other, we can learn from each other, there has to be a balance created of what it is expected of each other.
Also,
give
too,
and take.
Also, too, I think people can't take everything personal that happens, right? Like for instance, when you see people do things, right? Like when you see, like I seen this thing where this woman put on there, like, it was something about like black is no protection, black men are doing this and that, and then it's like, yo, it's just like how women don't want to be grouped into a whole bunch of things. Dudes, we don't want to hear that shit either. Like when they talk about like, oh well, nobody protecting us, nobody doing this and that. I get it. Like, black women is leading the charge about protecting the families and doing a whole lot of things. I get it, 100% get it. But for the dudes who are doing it, it's just like you don't want to hear that shit every time you turn around. Women like, men doing this and that, men doing this and that. Well, why don't all of y'all just get together, go in the room and shut the hell up then? Why don't y'all go do that then? Because I don't really want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
If
and
you're already doing what
if you're already doing what you're supposed to be doing and you going above and beyond, but like it's like you said, people got to understand the balance. If you want to do a whole bunch of stuff. Yo, Ian is on one, boy. He said after Valentine's Day, I couldn't find a jar of Alfredo on the market shelf.
Oh, my God.
My boy's cooking today. But, yeah, it's like that's the thing about balance. Is like you can't expect to have, and it's like we talked about before, you can't expect all the beauty you have in the 1950s man without the negatives that come with having the 1950s man. Like when dudes be up to like, oh, I want a woman and I want her to be a housewife. And you make enough money to provide for her and she's a housewife. Well, when you fall off, figure it the fuck out, bro, because she's a housewife. Like, that's what she does. So it's your job to go and figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's the same thing as a woman when it's like,
people do what's convenient for them. Like in a scenario like that, if the man falls off or whatever it is, and why don't you go and get a job? No. That's what we're not gonna do because you met me in this condition. This is our agreement. This is what we do. So now just because of this, then now you expect from me, I don't have those skills yet, nor do I plan on getting those because that's not what we agreed upon.
Not what we agreed upon.
That's not it.
And it's the same thing because like dudes and women, it's like we want these things, and then when we can no longer provide these things for whatever reason, now we like, well, hold up, you got to help me with this. Nah, because I'm going to tell you right now, wild story, right? My homeboy, he from Pakistan. He married a woman, Muslim, right? We all grew up Muslim. He Muslim, married a Muslim woman, obviously. She come from money. He called himself struggling. And when I mean she come from money, I'm talking about like the I'm talking the Arab money, yeah. Like, she come from money. That money ain't got nothing to do with him, though. Like, they paid for a big-ass wedding and all that and all types of stuff at the wedding. They did their part. He paid his bride price, did his door. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and when he came down to struggling, he knew not to say a damn thing.
Yeah.
And he had, and then at the time he had 2 wives. So at the time he had 2 wives, and one of them came from a lot of money. Both of them came from more money than him. But let's just say one of them come from like 100,000 millionaires, and one of them come from billionaires or whatever. And he married into them because successful, coming up doing this and that. Had a bad stroke of luck. Things ain't go his way. Boy had to struggle because they like, we used to live in a certain lifestyle.
Yep, and you need to provide.
We gonna live a certain lifestyle. This thing. He knew not to even ask them. About that, right? But on the flip side of that, a lot of dudes ain't built for that. Just like a lot of women ain't, because it's like when a woman get tired, like, you know what I mean. That's why that's why I told you, like, I'm a strong believer of the things that you do have to be because you want to do them. Like you keeping the house clean. That got to be a you thing. It can't be I'm going to keep a house clean because I love them. Because I'm going to get on your nerves sometimes. And don't let my house be dirty because I'm on your nerves. No, you still cleaning this house. Just like you can get on my nerves, and then when something broke, you ain't going to be like, I can't be like, Fox, I'm annoyed. I don't feel like fixing that or mowing the grass or chopping down the trees or building a fire pit or doing any of it. I don't get to do that, right? So a lot of times we forget, even when in a relationship, that the things that I do, treating you as a woman, like loving you is because of you, but treating you as a woman is because of me. That's completely separate to you, because I'm going to treat you like a woman until you ain't my woman, which ain't going to happen because, well, I only got 24 hours to live because that means you dead. But what I'm saying is, like, you don't get that opportunity, right? So sometimes we forget that and just got to understand, like, when we do things for people and we treat people a certain way, it's because they're there. If you have that type of thing in your relationship, this doesn't come down to a love or a not love thing or anything like that. It's like, we have a relationship, we have our boundaries, we have our things, and I treat you this way. I treat you like a woman. I hold the door for you. I hold the door for the girls and everything like that. Not because I like y'all that day or y'all my best friends or this and that, or we cool. Me and you could be beefing, but you know you ain't gonna touch no door around me. You know you ain't about to take the trash out. You know you're not about to do any of this stuff that we have deemed.
To bust through the door so bad.
Yeah, she be wanting to bust through the door like Kool-Aid man. Boom. Oh yeah. No, oh no. Get your ass back in that car. Close that door, and we're gonna start again because obviously you lost your mind, and I'm gonna help you find it. But I think, but that's one of them things. It's like, just like you keeping the house clean. You've been picking up the load about cooking a lot more lately, right? And
I hate fucking hate.
But a lot of the cooking in a relationship, I've predominantly been a cook in our relationship.
Because you cook very well.
Yeah, so I've predominantly been a cook in a relationship. But it's like when I'm busy and I'm working other jobs and I got a whole bunch of other stuff going on, it's like, Mama, you got to cook. Like,
I I'm not. I don't know. I just feel like somebody must said something to you and put some bug in your ear. Like, oh, if you was my man, I would cook for you every day. Come home,
Nope.
eat me meal. Fox, you need to cook some more. What? When? Since why? You always cook.
Yo, you already
listen to all these.
You know what really?
whatever's out there?
You know what really would have came out since you start working from home. It just like naturally shifted from first you was like, well, you're home, so take this stuff out to, well, you home. Might as well season it to you home. Throw that shit in the pan. I see you at 6. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a natural. It's a natural progression
of goddamn.
But you know, I still get in there but that's how I know the difference now too. Because like before I get in the kitchen, you be like, babe, what can I help with? What can I help with? Now I get in the kitchen and you like, about time you got your ass back where you belong.
Right where you belong.
Your misandronistic ass. Like, get back where you belong at. That's why I like my men at barefoot in the kitchen. In the kitchen. In fact, here your Crocs back. Like,
right, you can have them back then for sure.
Yeah, I can have my Crocs back when I'm in here cooking. Yeah, but. What else we had in there? Because I'm about to look up this. I can't make this shit up.
Yeah, I can't make.
As soon as I remember how to get to stuff on here saved, boy, let me tell you something. I say you from Florida without saying you from Florida.
What?
So can't make this shit up. You ready?
I'm ready.
Florida man ate 11 Big Macs at McDonald's. Okay. Was brought to a hospital. Got out and then went back to the McDonald's and robbed the McDonald's. What? Even without the article, and then the comments, first comment on there, even without the article, I knew this could only happen in Florida. Yo, why people really be treating Florida like this, man? That's Ian getting back to the cooking. He said, my family's from Barbados, and my grandfather did the cooking.
That's right. And my dad, Jamaican, he did predominantly all the cooking.
Yo, your boy be
like my mom can cook. She can cook. But my dad's just like,
I think I'm taking the torch for the family. I think I'm coming for you pops.
Yeah, you are. My dad get a little up there in age.
Coming for you pops.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You know what I'm saying? Your boy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, once he start handing me a couple things in the kitchen and sliding out the way, you know what I'm saying? After that, like what was that, Hanukkah?
Yeah, it was Hanukkah.
Was that Hanukkah when your pops kind of just slid to the back, was playing with the kids, and your boy was in the kitchen cooking? I'm in there with the vegan food for your vegan family. Boom, I done moved up. See your boy with the James Harden. Stern. But we're not going to let this dude live right here. How you eat 11 Big Macs? Who eats 11 Big Macs in one sitting?
First of all, the burgers ain't even great at all to me. Like Burger King have way better burgers. I'm sorry.
I mean, that makes sense because they call it Burger King. I would hope that you get that one thing right.
But I like that charbroiled taste. I like
that charbroiled. They're using a little liquid smoke on it.
Hey, I like it. With McDonald's.
That's right. Chef Legend in the kitchen cooking. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm in here cooking, bro.
He's so dramatic. You see all that? He got do all of that.
But when I be doing that, let me tell you something.
This is actual right now.
This was so wild about Fox.
This
is wild about Fox. I cook and like, say for instance, making spaghetti or something, right? I make spaghetti sauce from scratch because I feel like that's the only way to do it.
Oh my God.
Fox be like, because Fox know I don't like to be rushed to cook. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to just slap together meals. Fox taught me balance to be like, baby, something's just good enough. Like the sauce don't gotta cook for 24 hours. Like you ain't gotta slow simmer everything and hand chop everything, baby. Can we just eat? So now your boy, like I done found a balance, but I do really enjoy cooking, especially like new recipes and things I didn't do before. Cause I always be like,
I like basically.
Yeah, what really happened is that Fox will see some shit, send me something on like Instagram or TikTok, and be like,
I want it.
Yeah. And then, they put it on TikTok. They don't even say ingredients, how much it is, this and that. So, I'm just coming in there with a little bit of seasoning until the ancestors tell me to stop. And then I'm putting enough. And if it got cheese in it, hey, like old boy be saying, the one who be like, if it ain't seasoned, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoning. He be like, how much cheese you putting in? As much as the Lord allow. Yes. As much as the Lord allow. I'm dropping the whole block in there. But, yeah. So, 11 Big Macs in one sitting. And then you come back out the hospital. You had to go to the hospital, which you should go to the hospital after you 11.
What did you go to the hospital for?
He had 11 Big Macs. I don't know.
It was just because of the burgers?
I'm telling you, I don't care what else he went to the hospital for. It got exacerbated by 11 Big Macs.
Maybe because he went to the hospital, he was pissed and was like, no, I'm going to get my money back. And he went in and tried to rob him, get his money back because the burgers wasn't hitting the way he thought it was going to be.
Yo, no. First,
I would have did that
no.
for the girl. I would have did that.
First of all, you eat 11 Big Macs. Them shits was hitting exactly how you thought they was gonna hit. Like you not about to eat 11.
Not the outcome.
How you gonna eat 11 of them and then be like, they were all disgusting. It's like people. It's like working customer service. Like you know what I mean. Cats will talk about that. People be like, man, my steak was undercooked, but they had a 40-ounce porterhouse, and now they got it this little corner. You know what I'm saying over there. Like this steak was undercooked. Like,
I did that one time.
This is my empress.
I ma'am. And so we went out to eat, and I did that. Like I was like, this is not done. This is a little burnt. And I just kept eating the food. I was eating it. When they came back to take the plate, it was like, here. And they gave me some food.
Yeah, I really be feeling, what do they do with the food? I'm going to ask.
Throw it away.
I'm going to ask Tasha. Like, you throwing it away, it's like you might as well. You know what I respect about, like, Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A jacked my order up. And when they jack my order up, Chick-fil-A done jack my order up like 3 times. You know what they do every time they jack my order up? They just bring the new food. I'm like, well, here the old food because I'm so used to being in the hood. They're like, sorry, it's our pleasure. I might just start lying to y'all and tell you that I ordered a spicy chicken sandwich when I didn't. Like, that Jesus chicken be smacking.
I think you got to catch the right customer service rep at the right time because they do that at different fast food places.
I don't know. Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A is religious about it. No pun intended.
I was like, I said onion rings, and y'all gave me fries. Okay,
because my whole thing,
burger, y'all gave
you know when I think it got big. So was that before or after COVID?
It was before COVID.
Oh, because you know during COVID it was just kind of like they can't do nothing with the food back anyway. You done probably got a COVID germ in there or something. Like. And I said, hey, you mess around now. I'm gonna order $30 worth of food and say this is all the wrong stuff. All right,
if y'all want y'all French fries cooked hot, y'all tell them no salt. Okay. So they'll do it right there, and then you ask for salt packets when you get them. Okay, if you want them fresh fries.
I guess they still hot.
Somebody
and greasy.
Somebody put me on that.
Still hot and greasy. Yo, my homeboy, this dude that I went overseas with, on like my second combat tour. That dude told me about like all the secrets of fast food, like the menu, the like not on the menu stuff where you can get like buckets of fries. Like I'm talking about.
Used to have bucket of fries.
I'm talking about where you just getting like toolbox full of fries. It's something like what you want to hit. Pop this thing open 9/16. Nope. French fries. Bang.
Do that
We ain't doing that. We're not doing that.
I don't want to do it. I'm just saying because they ain't a bucket of fries in a long time.
Nobody.
I was like a teenager.
Because nobody don't need a bucket of fries. We're the fattest goddamn country in the world. We don't need it. We don't need a bucket of fries. Nobody needs to know what a bucket of fries. In fact, if you know what a bucket of fries at, don't put it in the comments because nobody need a bucket of fries. Because if I find out about a bucket of fries, I'm gonna be there.
That Checkers, let me know how.
You terrible.
Just saying.
You got anything else? No. I mean, we've been cooking for a minute, so
yeah.
You want to just take whatever
in the chat right now? You
just want to take whatever topics we got and take them over to the next one. Maybe we'll rock again tomorrow.
No, we was done with that. No, we can rock again tomorrow for sure. But
I'm talking about like the other topics and stuff you had. Yeah, like. Yeah, that's why I was contemplating whether or not do a long one on this one to keep going. I hate Chick-fil-A customer service. They make you fall in love. Yo, Ian's on one. I love Ian.
But they chicken ain't even that great, though. That's my thing. I'm like,
ma'am?
Do a little seasoning, something.
What you want on there?
I don't know, but not that. Whatever they got ain't working for me.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Waffle fries, Polynesian sauce.
I
probably have an ulcer right now. And be kicked out of the military.
Chicken nuggets, I can do them. Chicken nuggets with Polynesian.
Guess what the chicken nuggets is the same chicken. And when I eat they chicken nuggets, it feel like I'm eating actual chicken.
I feel
like
greedy
everywhere else.
Talking about fast food right now, I feel like greedy, like
because you want some. No, you don't feel judged. You want some. Like you on some shit like who open right now? Nah.
Who open?
Ain't nobody open. It's 10 o'clock. Ain't nobody open right now.
They all open.
We about to be right in the kitchen after this podcast. So we gonna walk these dogs, let them piss, and then we about to be right in the kitchen eating random shit at 11 o'clock at night when we done with this podcast, locking it up. So we get it.
We just gonna do another podcast tomorrow, and tomorrow's what, Thursday?
We could do a Thursday, or we can do an early one Friday. Because guess what your boy got?
4-day weekend.
4-day weekend. So your boy in the house Friday.
Yes, that's good. Okay.
I got chores to do anyway. Oh, that's a good time for me to go ahead and build that fire pit.
No, so we'll do it early. We're trying to do it like on my lunch break or something like that.
I mean, I don't know. Your lunch break be kind of rushed. I can have it ready, but then it's kind of like rushed. But I was thinking,
When
you know
y'all
what?
gonna be ready on Friday for us to do a podcast?
Yeah, y'all
see
let
what
us
they
know
thinking,
what y'all
since
think
y'all
about.
always-
We might do one Friday because Thursday you got whatever. We could do another podcast tomorrow, but I'm just thinking Friday is an option. Saturday night, Friday night I don't want to do nothing because Saturday I got gun club stuff.
Yeah, we got the
BGOE, we gonna be out here. Pew pew
Clapping.
pew 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 pew. You know what I'm saying? If you in that Jacksonville, you in that North Florida, South Georgia area,
That's right.
Black gun owners and education. We gonna be out here.
Yeah, we'll be out at the range getting it in.
So come see me and Fox out there. Pew pew. Fox gonna forget how to shoot for the first 15 minutes as usual.
Yeah, I just
She gonna embarrass me for 15 minutes and act like her man ain't the black John Wick. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna go out here and do her thing.
Then when I get out there, you
And
know,
then as soon as I walk away and I just give up all hope, when I look at her and
getting
be like, Fox, what is you doing? All I do is criticize her now. Like I used to
you get
actually
on my
help Fox
nerves.
when she shoot. I'd be like, baby, do this and that. Hey, fix your grip. This and that. Hey, what's your sight alignment look like? Baby, what are you doing? Hey, you slapping the trigger. You this and that. Now I just come by and like, Fox, what in the hell is you doing?
then when you walk away,
Then she just get mad. She
y'all
be like,
goddamn bulldogs.
then she get busy. Then my baby start cooking or something. She just need the right motivation. Sometimes that motivation is just like the big homie Dave said about the people that work for you. Like sometimes they need a pat on the back. Sometimes they need a kick in the ass. Sometimes my baby just need a kick in the ass to fire her up because
That target becomes you. That's what happens.
hey, call it what you want.
You piss
Because
me
you know
off.
what? You kill me, you got 24 hours to live. Because, I'm going to hunt you anytime after that. Let's go in and run with that gun in your head, baby. You know what time it is. You remember what button it is?
Yeah. So
Gun to your head time.
gun to your head. Gun to your head. Would you rather tell your enemy your deepest secret and let them live, or tell your grandmother something that will hurt her?
What conditions do I have to let them live with? Like I could break arm, leg.
As normal
Neck.
as they first came when you first seen them. Just normal. Just let
My
them
enemy.
live.
I don't really have an enemy.
Your enemy.
I don't really
Enemy
have
is
an enemy.
anybody that's against you.
I mean, people could be against me, but when I think about my darkest secrets and stuff like that, is I live in my truth, right? Like I live in my truth, and like I've been unapologetic about it. So like, it's not too much stuff that a person gonna hear about me. It's nothing that somebody gonna tell you that you're gonna be like, I can't believe he did that. You're gonna be like,
I can believe all the shit. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
They
he's
don't
gonna be
even know. Like,
yeah. You're gonna be like, you ain't hear the rest of the story.
Okay.
He ain't even finished telling you the
You
truth.
don't even
So what he
know.
did is he grabbed the fishing line and he like, dang. Because my boy Sean called you out on that.
What he said? Oh, New Jersey.
Your dry snitching ass, boy. Like your boy ain't out here applying for a whole ass FFL,
Oh my
boy.
God! Listen, I was so slow. Is he on here now?
Nah, Sean ain't on here. Sean usually be listening. I think Sean be listening to the audio.
Sean, listen. Okay, when you listen to this, okay, I was so slow. Okay, I swear.
No,
I don't even want to talk about
hey,
it no more.
I don't know. Sean.
It took me a minute to catch up, and I was like, no.
Hey, and then on top of that, then he came back the next one and he was up to like, yo, I be trying to give Fox a chance. But then she always saying some such shit. Like, how the hell she don't know who Bobby Smurder is?
I still don't know who Bobby Smurder is.
I'm gonna play some Bobby Smurder music
I
as
probably
soon as
don't
we
want
get
to
done with
hear
the
it. If I don't
podcast.
know.
Nah, but when you hear it, it's like it's no way. Like he got like 2 or 3 songs.
Is it a rap? I'm assuming it's a rap artist.
No, he an R&B artist. You know damn well ain't nobody
Oh, okay, so I'm like,
singing
wait.
love songs Bobby Smurder like wanna smurder
I
with
mean,
you.
these new guys, I don't know. Listen, so I don't like today's rap music like that at all.
It
Right?
ain't about that. It's about
So,
some stuff just hit.
I
Bobby
don't know.
Smurder.
I would have to see what it is. then.
Hot Ninja. Hot Ninja. It
Wait a
hits.
minute. I like all genres except for like that heavy metal, bluegrass, shit like that. But I can listen to
You don't
anything.
you don't be liking my Vietnam playlist, my
I
war
do get some
playlist.
songs on there, but I ain't gonna let you know it because you'll play it forever. Like I don't want to hear it forever.
Boy, because
I ain't gonna let you-
my thing come on with the doors.
Oh my
boy.
God.
Hey, Fox and hit me playing my war playlist coming in, and she don't know. She like it's either really good or really
Oh my
bad.
God, right.
Really good or really bad. When I pull up, and I'm
I don't
in
know
the,
what
in the
kind
house of
mood
New
is he
Orleans.
in.
Like. But anyway, so I got to tell my worst enemy a secret and let him live.
Your
Or
deepest,
darkest secret.
secret.
Or I gotta hurt my grandmother.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something to hurt your
I tell my enemy something because How long I gotta let them live? Forever?
Forever. They
Nah,
live
that shit
forever.
don't say forever. I'm gonna let
They
you
live
live when you walk
forever.
out of here, and then when you use that stuff against me,
You gotta walk away, let them live.
I'm gonna walk away and let them live.
Period.
But do you know how far 338 Lapua shoots?
Let them live. Period. Okay. Period.
I'm gonna put it like this. As I really think, unless I'm mistaken because I done buried something in because of trauma or something like that, I really don't see nothing. What you talking about? Ian saying how old is my grandma?
I can't stand him.
Yo, Ian be cooking. That's Ian, my dog, boy. But I'm going with I tell my enemy something because instead of hurting my grandmother ain't got that many days left. And you know what? If I got to sit there and tell my enemy something, because like when I mean unapologetic, it's nothing that I'm going to say that you can use against me that's going to like crush me. Yeah. So like when people like if you feel like you got ammo against me, and if you ever in a position where you're like, yo, I'm gonna do this and that, or I'm gonna say this and I'm exposed. You're not exposing nothing. Like, what you gonna tell them? I'm a horrible person. You're right. You gonna say I'm a great person? You're right. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever you want to say is that I'm not hurting my grandmother intentionally under no circumstances, because at the end of the day, I don't really care about that. So yeah. So you can say, I'm not hurting my grandmother. I'm gonna go ahead and just tell my deepest, darkest secret, and you can say what you want about it. And you know what I'm gonna do? Flip it, make it work for me, do this and that, keep grinding. But I'm not hurting Nana.
Yeah. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't hurt my grandma.
So what's your deepest, darkest?
And I don't have enemies. If I do, like, I don't know about them, nor do I care, actually, because I'm on my mama stuff. Like, hey, you want me, you know where to find me. And I ain't gonna run, I ain't gonna hide. I'll be right here in the open, okay? So,
and it's kind of like if you my enemy for real, just like Ian said, I agree. I tell my enemy, I'm letting you live now anyway, so fuck it. It's like, yeah, like I'm letting you live now anyway. It's like when we talking about enemies, like when people get to talking about, I don't really have enemies. So it's like anybody who working against me, I don't have that many people. But even like, I'm not in a position, whether it's my lack of success or my lack of give a fuck. I don't care anything that you could bring up. Like if you bring up something that I did that I wasn't supposed to do, or something, you could bring up something that I did in the war zone, and you know what's gonna happen? Okay. This is what you're going to dedicate your life to? Yeah. Making sure that I don't retire and get a check from the military. I'm about 19 years in. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You about to spend all your energy on me? Because let me tell you what's going to happen. Like we said, when God go ahead and cast his judgment, if you believe in the higher power, he ain't going to ask you about me. He going to go ahead and cook your ass right then and there. And he ain't going to ask you nothing about legend. Yeah. Like, no, sir, right? So.
Well, I tell, the girls and everything is that, people gonna talk about you regardless, right?
You talked about Jesus, the one my grandmama used to always say.
And it doesn't matter because you be happy. You can use that energy that they're putting towards you. That just gives you your boost for what you need.
I'm telling you right now.
They have to take time.
Out their
their
day.
God-given breath, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The breath
that's limited,
out their body,
finite amount.
Okay? To talk about you, to think about you. You consuming their mind.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. That's flattery.
That's flattery.
That's fucking
it's flattery. Like, it's like out of all the dicks in the world, you choose to wake up this morning and jump on my dick.
And think about me.
You know what I'm saying? You decided all of these dicks.
Because guess what? What I tell my son ain't going to start rising in the morning.
You know what I'm saying?
Care.
You got it's damn near 4 million, it's for damn near 4 billion dicks in the world. You woke up this morning, took your first breath, brushed your teeth, did everything else, got on with your day, and you spent, from the moment you took that morning piss, you said, I hate legend, and you decided to think about me. Thank you for letting me be special in your life.
And that energy, it doesn't matter. Energy hits.
Energy
you
is
can say positive, negative, it's still energy.
That shit like publicity.
That's right.
Ain't no such thing as black publicity. If that's what you chose to do, you decided to pick me. Thank you. All these dicks in the world, and you hopped on mine. That means my shit's special. Appreciate you. Thanks for letting me know exactly what I already knew.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Dick riders. I had a Jay-Z moment. I had a Jay-Z moment.
Listen, thank you for sitting with us in Uncle Legend's Corner. I appreciate all of your support, your participation, and all of your comments and everything that you've been sending in, suggestions. Please hit us up, askuncolegend@gmail.com.
Peace. And don't worry, we heard your comments about the last podcast. I'm on your ass, bucko. Remember the comments we supposed to talk about? We got to save it for next podcast now.
We still going to be online for a second if you guys still want to chat.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right, boom. That's the audio. So we still online for a couple minutes as usual. Y'all get to just say whatever y'all want to say. Hey, Ian, appreciate it, brother. I am really hoping once we get everything after March, after that, about halfway through March, maybe first, like once April hit, we should be able to get on a steady schedule and actually record and be able to put it out there where it's like it's 8:00, come hell or high water. We recording at 8:00, and if we don't, we gonna start pushing the information out that we're not gonna be able to record, and we should be good. Oh, I forgot something because your girl came through.
I was gonna ask you about my dad jokes.
Your girl came through.
Y'all know I love dad jokes.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, she cooking. She cooking. The little mama is cooking.
Amanda.
Let me think. That one might be too easy for you. Oh. Let me see which one you gonna like.
Well, we read. Okay, I'll tell.
What kind of movie does a pirate like to watch?
What kind of movies does a pirate like to watch? I don't know.
R-rated. Yeah, you're so terrible. You and Amanda is the worst.
I like that, Amanda. Thank you.
R-rated. Yeah.
I like that jokes. That was a nice one. I like that.
Yeah, so whatever y'all
another
think.
One, save that for the next.
No, she got a lot.
Okay.
Can you call house shoes if you live in an apartment?
Can you?
I mean, because when we refer to a home, and a home and a house synonymous, so we're like wherever you're home, you know what I mean, Rolling Stone type shit.
Luther Vandross already told you.
What did he say? Well, Fat Luther or Skinny
Luther?
Luther?
Is not a home.
Okay. So
okay. If there's no one there that loves you, okay.
It might be if you got house shoes and somebody who love me in this apartment, then they house shoes, then right? I don't know. Ain't nobody about to say apartment shoes. That is wild. Guys, yo, I should have cooked this on the podcast, but
what?
You know I've been playing that game with Seth.
Oh yeah.
And I might restart the audio for this.
We got a long wait. What are we doing? What time is it?
Okay, all right.
I'm like, you trying to roll another podcast? We could do it real quick for next 50 minutes.
You want to roll another one?
If you up for it.
Oof.
They finna go to bed. They gotta go to sleep.
Yeah. I don't know. What people thinking out there? You just you really want to roll another podcast?
I don't care. I'm up.
How many topics we got? How many topics you got over there? I can find some.
We talked about our topics today.
Did we get through them for real?
We got through them.
Oh, we ain't got much to talk about. I keep something in the chamber.
Yeah, we'll save it for another one.
Keep something in the chamber. Let me see. What's in my notes? Because my notes go through everything, right? Because I put it in my tablet.
What's this?
What's
the difference between a condom and a coffin? Why you block out?
So you couldn't read it. What's the difference between a condom and a coffin? When you come in, when you go in. And you might have to hop on the dad joke committee, brother.
I like it.
You might have to hop on the dad joke committee.
I like it. Very good, Ian. Look at you. Trying to outshine my Mandy Boo.
Mm-hmm. Man, Amanda ain't gonna like this shit. Let me tell you something. Amanda might be
you
about.
Gotta come with the heat, baby.
No, Amanda got some heat right here. Amanda good. Amanda came with a full magazine. You know what I'm saying? She came with the extended mag. Amanda don't play. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. That is 4 feet 2 inches of dad joker.
To my 4 feet. She gonna kill you.
She is. She'll probably try. But yeah. But I guess I could throw it in the next spot. You know what I've been thinking since I've been playing that Spider-Man game?
Yeah.
I think I said it to you, but Spider-Man would be wild useless in the Midwest.
Oh yeah, because there's no buildings.
Ain't no buildings. Just imagine him in the middle of like 120 acres of nothing but cow shit and farm animals.
So first of all, I like how you say you was playing it with Seth. Seth don't go to bed and everything. You still up there.
Well, I'm about commitment. I used to have a commitment phobia. Now I ain't there no more.
You don't got no commitment phobia.
But and this the other thing. Who the fuck is cleaning up Spider-Man webs?
I don't know. The city sweepers or something.
The city sweepers like that. This web, he's stopping cars from moving and shit like that. And then, boy, you know how mad I am if I'm a goddamn window cleaner in some building or something like that. I'm over it.
I just did this window.
Goddamn Spider-Man. I become a supervillain.
Miles Morales.
I'll become a whole ass super villain. I don't give a fuck who it is.
You just
Miles
gonna
Morales,
stop him?
Peter Parker, this and that. Yeah, and I'm just come out and be a super villain nigga. I'm like, who is this? It's fuck whatever crazy ass superhero name, super villain name I come up with. But I'm telling you right now, if I don't do nothing, I'm gonna
Night
kill
Sweeper.
Spider-Man. I'm gonna be
Night Sweeper.
Hey, I'm gonna be up to like the window maker or some shit like you know what I mean, like widow maker. I'm gonna have something, but you out here dirtying up all these damn windows. You saving the community, you doing this snap. But what about my boy? Maybe you keeping him in business, or maybe you fucking up the rest of his day.
I don't know.
Like he got all these windows cleaned by noon, and then he come back through. And here you go.
I just did this.
I just cleaned all these goddamn windows, and this son of a bitch. Get wild. But I don't know. If y'all ain't got nothing for us, man. It ain't nothing but my homie Ian cooking. He been a homie for a long time. We go way back. 4 flats on the Cadillac.
Oh my Lord.
What else? Y'all
so
got
old.
anything else? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm old. So guess
so
what?
old.
Guess what?
4 flats on the Cadillac.
Who the oldest out of us?
I am. What he said?
He said your dad brag how long his pipe, but your mom hate that 4 inches of foreskin. Ooh. Hey, we circumcised around here, cuz. Circumcised around. All this pipe is certified. Certified pipe. What you got? Anybody else got nothing up there? Y'all done? Y'all done with us?
You know they like looking what they looking at.
Looking what they looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You over there looking real fine too.
You know I do sometimes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this podcast because some fornication
Oh my
about to happen
God.
because we ain't married yet. But eyes is ready to fornicate. Eyes is ready to fornicate.
So silly.
All right, we out. We love y'all, man. Peace. We just keep this rolling on the back end. Just share some love, answer any questions in case y'all
Yeah, if y'all
was scared to say something. Y'all was wondering something, this and that. Y'all wanted to ask some crazy ass question. I'm
don't
gonna have to
got
delete
nothing
the
to do with
whole
the
chat.
podcast.
It don't gotta be nothing with the podcast. You can ask what Fox's favorite gun is.
Yeah.
Whatever gun I hand her. So, till next. Hey, love you, brother. My boy Cuddy had checked in earlier too. Boy, we had a good one. But yeah, Sean came in with the tip. You know what I'm saying? Showing some black love. Love you, Sean.
Love you.
You know what I'm saying? Peace, people.